Here's another view of the car in different lighting. This paint actually looks really good. A lot of depth to it. Could still use a little paint correction, but overall it's in great condition. Okay, we're going on a quick test drive. We got 56,906 miles on this odometer. Steering wheel's perfectly straight. This thing sounds so good. I'm sure it doesn't translate in video, but that exhaust sounds really nice. All factory. Has a good rumble to it. Now that we're in the sun, I do see some wrinkles in the dash right here where that light is hitting it perfect. But I could not see that in the bay. Just in comfort mode here. It shifts perfect. Steering wheel, like I said, nice and straight. I don't feel any shimmies or anything in the wheel. I'm gonna hit the brakes kind of hard. Brakes are solid. No vibrations or any noises. It's a really nice driving vehicle. Absolutely no complaints. You're gonna hear the typical creaks when you go around the turns and the body shifting with that top. All very normal for the year and all that stuff. And there's nothing out of the ordinary about it. Really nice car. All right, we're gonna inspect the top here. Looking at that paint, that looks good. All glass here. That looks nice. You are gonna have the flaws right here. Kind of the bubbling in that plastic material, and looks like the seal's kind of pulled back. Here on this side, that trim looks really good. The rest of that is in great condition. All right, we're going to do a visual condition report. So we're looking for scuffs, scratches, chips, dings, any cosmetic imperfections that we can find, and really just assessing the overall condition of the vehicle. So first, when we look here, you do have 1/3 PPF. So 1/3 of the hood, 1/3 of that fender right there, fully protected. Looking at the wheel, you're going to see some wear kind of on the edge. Couple spots of like clear coat chipping off. Overall though, looks really good. Here on the tires, I got Pirelli Pizzeros, date code 2020, and then you do have a notch out of the rubber right here. You can see a gash and took a chunk out, and then some yellow rash right there. Got the film here. You do have a gash right there that does catch your nail. Upper section looks good. That looks nice. Lower side's clean. You do have some film on here protecting the mirror, but it looks like something gashed it. It's hard to tell if that impacted the paint or not. Upper section looks nice. A-pillar is clean. Making our way down the door, I see 4 chips right there that have been touched up. That lower section looks nice. Got 2 chips there. That looks good. Here on this wheel, couple scuffs. And then you can see this is kind of tarnished a little bit. Date code on these, 2021. Then looking at this taillight, it is busted. You can see a chunk kind of missing there and a large crack. Another touch-up spot there. Looking at the front end, like I said, you do have PPF here on 1/3 of the hood and 1/3 of the fender, but nothing on the front bumper except these little pieces here. So I imagine there was film and it was removed because these little guys still have film on them, but nothing else. So when we look here on this side, you do have a large gash and it has been touched up. You're gonna feel that texture in there. You're gonna have chips throughout this lower section. There is some rash. And then here, there's a large chunk right here, kind of gashed out of rash. And then right here, you're gonna see this big spot. I don't know if the clear coat's missing there, or if that's just something on the surface. I think that might be old PPF residue actually, because it's very sticky and it's on the surface. I'm gonna have the damage right there. Get up close, typical rock impacts, things like that. Once again, film on that part. And you have the film up there. Looking at the fender, looks nice. You have some chips in the clear. You do have rash right there. The rest of that wheel though looks good. Same thing on the tires, Pirelli Pizzeros, 2020 date code. And then right here, there's some more leftover residue from the PPF being removed. That door looks nice. Got film here, you can see a little scuff on it though. A-pillar looks nice here on this door. Door's in great condition. You do have a chip right there. Some really light scuffs here. The rest of that quarter looks nice. Here on this wheel, some light rash, little scuffs. Date code 2021 on the tires. Here on the back, looking at that lens, that looks good. Scanning this deck lid. All of that's in great condition. Here on this material, you're gonna see some flaws right there. Exhaust tips look good. You do have damage right here, and it has been touched up. Getting in that right light, you can see it. It's about that big. We'll get in some different lighting to kind of illuminate that a little better. A few small chips, otherwise looks good. There, now you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, checking out the interior. It is a non-smoker. Upper panel looks good. Check out that carbon. Looks really nice. That works really good. Up close, you're gonna see some dirt and wear inside that, but overall, that panel is really clean. Very little scuffs on here, a tiny dent. You can see kind of stickers and VIN number there. Here on the seat belt, you can see it's kind of dingy, has a lot of stains from just everyday use. Here on that bolster, that leather's really soft, typical wrinkles. You're gonna have your wear right here, and a little there, but for the most part, that seat is in really, really good condition. Here on the steering wheel, middle looks good. Very light scuffs here and there on the outer ring. That looks nice. That leather's all in great condition. Those buttons look perfect. A little bit of wear on that screen. You're gonna see the flaws in the age. Carbon looks good. Shifter, you're gonna see some wear on it. The rest of those buttons look really nice. Here on this door panel, that carbon looks good. Buttons are nice and clean. All the graphics are perfect. That panel looks really nice. You can open that up. perfect. Couple dents, little scuffs on this metal trim. Looking at the bolster, you do have a rip right there. Rest of that's nice. Lower edge, you're going to have a few scuffs. Very minimal wear though. Upper side looks good. All that leather super soft. That looks good. Trying to feel for any separation on that leather. I'm not feeling anything. All of that looks good. I'm looking back here on that carpet. You can see all of the stains in there. Little cubbies. That seat back looks good. Looking in here, looks good. Once we hit shut, see all of that fold down. All right, scanning through the engine bay here. I don't see a date on that battery. Getting up close here. Feel free to pause it at any time if you need to see something in detail. A lot of that looks good. Here on the underhood liner, you can see that's kind of sagging a little bit. A few flaws. For the most part, that's all in great condition.